I got a whole thing about Jar Jar. Oh, you hate Jar Jar Binks?
I hate Jar Jar.
If you hate Jar Jar, you're racist. I really feel like that's what it comes down to.
What? That's the litmus test.
That's what it comes down to.
That's the Rorschach test for racism?
It's because it's only white people who are like, oh, fucking Jar Jar Binks ruined everything. Shut the fuck up. Why don't you like it?
What we were thinking, like, what are your thoughts on who are the teachers of capitalism? Like, how do we economically?
Let me show who's
do
on the
the
couch.
same exact fucking do the same interview you're gonna give to Daniel to me. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll give you
right. Let me ask you this. We have this question.
I don't even understand. I don't know what most of those words are that you just said.
Is it easy to make money? Talking to my son like if you're like what did you tell your sons about money? Because I'm trying to nothing.
I didn't have a conversation about money with my kids. Really, I didn't have any money. You know what I mean? I was like, we were a get-by family. You know what I mean?
Are they getting by?
They're doing better than I am.
That's good.
Yeah, they're all doing better than I am. So you're doing better than I am. I promise you, Owen has more money in his wallet than I have in my bank account. I don't know. So there's 0% chance I could offer any help in this.
How much money do you have in your wallet?
Should we check?
I promise it's more than I have in my bank account. I promise it's more than I have in my bank account. I'm pretty positive.
Eric gave me money the other day, like when we got lunch.
I'm giving you.
There was gum in between two of the $5 bills. I went and got gas.
Well, that was a 5 from a tip jar. That's not. I didn't do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. How much is that?
That's a vaccination card.
You got me.
Nice.
He's got me.
That's right.
He got me.
You want to see what's in my wallet? Oh wait, I don't have a wallet.
You don't have a wallet?
No.
You got rid of it?
No, yeah, because they wanted my phone number.
I don't get the inside joke.
He was giving me crap about not getting on Facebook and promoting the show, and I'm like, I'm off of Facebook. I quit Facebook.
Are you off of it? Did you delete it? Or are you just not going on?
I couldn't not go on.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true because I can go on my old page, my original page,
Yeah.
and I just don't. And then the other one that I used mostly, I just won't give them my phone number. And they were telling me, like, stop being. What were you saying, Owen?
I was saying they already have all of your stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you have an Instagram, and that's linked to your phone number, too. That's literally Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, they own it.
It is not giving them your phone number is a weird line to draw. Like, I'd rather them have my phone number than my viewing habits. And they have that for you.
Yeah,
they know what you're.
TikTok is even worse once you get in there, because TikTok, it's like, we're allowed to listen to your phone calls.
China.
You know what I mean? Basically, I mean, they don't have that, but I don't even know if they have that or not. But it's really like like the stuff they're allowed to look through your phone. It's apparently not.
I'm not even gonna bring it up. I was just
let me hear it. Let me hear it. But I have Alexa in my house. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the phone number is weird. You know what I mean? Like, Meta knows what your blood pressure is. So not your phone number is a strange thing. A phone number is like the 5th best way to get in touch with you.
The way I know. But here's the thing that annoys me about it.
Yeah.
I'm just more annoyed because they have first of all, I've wasted 15 years on Facebook.
Yeah.
And that's embarrassing enough. And then
is it? Why? To whom?
Yeah,
Everyone else
everybody's
who's
doing
on
it.
Facebook?
To cavemen, it might be embarrassing. People who didn't have it.
When I quit Facebook,
different.
there was a little bit of me that was like, I'm better than you, but that goes away after like 4 months.
I don't feel better than anybody. I don't feel better than anybody. I feel like I ruined friendships, and it's not. It was
on Facebook.
It was a bad place for me. It was a bad. I mean, I had fun writing and hanging out with people on there. You know what I mean? But it wasn't real. So you know what I mean? It's just too much time.
Yeah, we talk about this stuff all the time. Like how he used to yell at people over Facebook and stuff like that. Now he wishes a family got run over by a bus or something.
Well, I wanted them all to have cancer first.
Yeah,
it's better.
You don't want them to just get hit by a bus. That's no fun.
Yeah,
Give them a mercy killing.
That was when the people at Fox emailed me and were like, Tom, don't interact with the people in your videos.
That was one of the reasons I had to hop off there. You and I were doing the same shit. You know what I mean? And it's like. It's fun for me to be a contrarian and to point, and I'd like to show people that they're not thinking things through. I don't know why I have that in me. You know? I was reading last night, and this woman, I completely disagree with, says, she said, anytime you are annoyed with somebody's behavior, it's because it's a reflection of something that you are
annoyed with of yourself.
Annoyed with yourself. I don't completely agree with that. I think
I'm annoyed with people because they're fucking stupid. You know what I mean? And
but what do you know?
yeah, exactly. What do I know? But I mean, there are those things where I'm annoyed because it's a reflection of me. But then there's just some stuff that's just dumb. But the Facebook stuff just got to be, I don't know, man. It's contrarian. Like, who gives a fuck with you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a waste of energy.
But so I think that my point is they proved for a long period of time that they were lying about your information. I mean, not lying, but they are using our stuff. You know what I mean? And they already have. You know, they've proven that they're not good with my security of my personal information. So stop pretending that this next thing is to increase that.
Do they pretend?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. How so?
Because they're like, we have two-factor authentication. No one can get your stuff now.
Yes.
Yeah, no one else.
And meanwhile, no one else.
No
No one else. We have it,
Right.
but no one else.
And in
can
the
get
meantime,
it.
we're changing the agreement from before and adding some new things and blah, blah, blah. So I don't, first of all, I don't want to read it all. I don't want, it's like,
Yeah.
That's
I don't,
the point.
I don't
That's
want to
what
learn all
makes
that.
it
And so I know you're going to future fuck me more. So I'm annoyed by that. And you know my number already. It's on every other thing. Stop pretending that you don't. You're trying to get me to give you more information. And so it annoys me that it's because they've shown that they're not capable of being. And then it's like the process is you can give us your phone number or you can walk across town 47 miles and then get a paper and fill it. Like there's a couple other ways you can do it where it's like, nobody's doing that. That's so over the top.
Well, it's
There's
like,
no middle ground. Like, here, just hit me at my email. Or how about you send it to my wife's number, which is like the one I give to everybody when they ask at Supercuts or whatever. You know, whatever.
Supercut.
can't give big haircut my phone number. Have you ever tried to get off of Facebook?
Well, this is maybe
it's the same thing Planet Fitness does, right? It's like you can't go in to cancel your Planet Fitness membership. You have to send them a written letter. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, really?
And yeah. So when I broke up with them, I wrote it like an old-timey soldier who wasn't going to make it home. Like I did my dearest Planet Fitness. I did all of that shit. So I think it's fucking ridiculous. But the more difficult, especially now, the more difficult you make a thing, the less likely people are to go through the steps. People would rather pay $10 a month than write a letter. Do you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And they'll just let you keep, people will pay for a gym membership for 8 months and not have it. And then they're like,
Gym tax.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Have you ever tried to break up with Facebook?
I don't know about Brad. I just,
You know how difficult
He's
it
been
is?
banned a couple times. That's the
Yeah,
easy
banned
way.
is
That's the
easy.
easy way.
Yeah, getting banned is easy. You
just
do anything.
go on there. You just go in there and post something about, just go crazy on Facebook. Just start going through comment sections.
You don't even have to go crazy. Like,
I can't do that anymore and without them blocking me.
yeah, Rocky Davis just
I
did
got
a
blocked
thing.
on. I got a thing on TikTok the other day, a warning, and it was and because I'm starting to do a little bit of it on TikTok, and
Yeah.
now I watch a video and I'm like, hey, moron, that's not real. Like, I don't say it quite like that, but
Yeah.
I should start making videos like and duetting it and just say that to people.
Yeah.
But instead, I hide behind my keyboard and I'm like, that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so somebody put up some great thing about Trump, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, the insult is that there's people like you that are still supporting him. He should already be in jail or hanged by now. You know what I mean? Like, some version of that. And then TikTok was like, this is against our thing. And so I appealed it, and they were like, okay, we put it back. You're right.
You're right.
You're
Yeah.
right.
They literally did. Like, so it's like, okay.
China don't give a
but I'm
fuck.
starting
Yeah,
to
what
get a
the
little
hell?
bit of that. Yeah, you got to.
Let's take Trump out of it. Just for a quick second. I got two questions. One is, I want to talk about, have you ever tried to break up on Facebook? But two, when you say someone should be hanged, regardless of who it is.
I'm a strict constitutionalist.
Yeah.
Is that in the
Just
Constitution?
going by the letter of the law.
Is that in the Constitution, Hon?
Someone should be hanged. I don't.
For treason?
Is there anyone in the world that you feel like should be hanged? Oh, and for any reason.
No, I mean, I don't know. I feel like pedophiles, they probably should be hanged.
That's fair, okay.
I don't know about hanged.
Yeah.
Hung.
That's a little old school. So
Flogging? Should they get some flogging? Should we put them in the stocks? It's a little extreme.
Is it?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
What about a guillotine?
I don't know, man.
Is that less extreme?
Then we're in the death penalty. I don't think it is. I think guillotine is. I think hanging and guillotine are pretty similar. I think they're equal.
Nah. Hanging is way worse.
Really?
Really?
Because you like break your neck. Yeah, you don't like die immediately.
You struggle a bit.
Yeah, hanging, you struggle. Yeah. You can either it's like a 50-50 chance you die instantly by breaking your neck, or you like suffocate to death.
It's all perspective. You know what I mean? It's like death is death. You're gonna die one way or the other. Once it's over, it's over. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I think it's really we're talking about the finality of death as a punishment for a thing.
And the entertainment value too. It sounds like.
Yeah.
People who watch it.
People who watch the hanging?
Yeah, people went to public ones all the time.
Yeah, people went to public, any sort of execution.
Yeah.
I mean, we have court TV.
Why do you think they did it as public? They did them. Did they do?
I guess to scare people.
I wonder what the percentage was of private hangings and public hangings.
If you're a politician, you got a private hanging. You know what I mean? And otherwise, it was must-see TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you were a person who pissed a bunch of people off, then you got a public hanging, and people would come and be like, "Yeah."
Throw the tomatoes at you?
Yep.
Yeah.
But the ones they do privately are the ones they're trying to keep from the people, or those are just called suicides?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a private hanging.
So do you think now? Do you think like people that
Small guest list.
Do you think that people that hang themselves to commit suicide would feel like I should get a guillotine because that would be like to make your argument?
If you're hanging yourself, it's basically from a lack of options one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not like, oh.
That's not suicide one right there. You're just like, fuck it.
No, I don't think hanging suicide one.
I doubt hanging is suicide.
Yeah, hanging doesn't make the top 10 best methods. Most preferred methods of suicide. It's one of the easier ones.
It's literally the first one I would think of.
Really?
That's because when you
I don't own a gun.
When you picture suicide, you picture someone hanging from the ceiling. You don't picture someone OD'd on the floor.
Yeah.
You know they have pods in Sweden now? Well, they're working on them. These pods, where it's like a
suicide pods.
Humane suicide pods. Yeah, they're really interesting.
We have those here. They're called garages. And then you just.
But see, that's a painful one too. Yeah.
No, you just go to sleep, right?
You go to sleep. You choke to death. You asphyxiate. It's if you're lucky, you get knocked out for. Anyway, suicide stuff's fun.
I think if you did guillotine, you'd have to build it yourself, and then by the time you're finished, you're like,
You start
kind of like woodwork. Maybe I won't do this.
I have a marketable skill.
Yeah.
You start to feel accomplished.
You start doing TikToks, and all of a sudden Tom Simmons is following you.
So this is all from me being off Facebook and not giving him my phone number. This is.
Well, no, it's because you said somebody should be hanged.
Oh, maybe you're right. I guess that is extreme. It
is extreme.
I stand corrected.
I mean, just in a general sense, I just feel like, I don't know. Anytime we say, and this is from somebody who used to tell people to die in a million different ways. I feel like it's like the quickest way to tell somebody how you feel. Hey, just go fucking kill yourself. But it really is like a little bit of an exaggeration. It's a little extreme.
It is a little.
Yeah, it's a little extreme.
Yeah.
But you do dislike that man?
I don't. I think that terrible people that are world leaders. If you're the leader of a country, yes, there should be like the French used to. Let's get rid of this guy.
Yeah,
show the next guy. You got to have your shit together.
Martin Luther King was big into hangings.
Yeah.
Gandhi loved a good hanging.
Okay.
His one vice.
All right, maybe you're right. Maybe Lifetime. Maybe they build a.
You said something 2 weeks ago. You're like, we all. Peace. Does peace exist? Are we peace? And we don't take one step. That's you. And the one step starts with you, and maybe that's not telling people to go hang themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
That's just a thought. You do what you want with that.
I'm not going to argue with you about that.
This
show is being changed now. We're going to be called the biggest hypocrite in the room.
It's implied.
The fact that you don't know that is what makes you the dumbest guy. Okay.
So have you ever tried to really legitimately delete your Facebook? Because it's a whole process. Have you ever dated somebody, Owen, who wouldn't let you break up with them?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because it happens. It happens a lot.
Wait, what? What? Who wouldn't let you break up with them?
Am I allowed to say that on?
No, don't say
Oh
it.
No, you're not. Could I guess it in one guess?
We're not live. You can say it and I can cut it out.
No, I thought you. I thought she broke up with you.
Yeah.
He made her break up with him. He made it so bad that she had to leave.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
That's that's how you get rid of a mentally ill person. It's happened to me quite a few times.
That's how you get rid of Facebook too. That's the banning method.
So
right
you just get banned so often you don't have to break up with it. So Facebook, to get rid of Facebook is a legitimate process, and then at the end it starts sending you emails. So you have to deactivate/delete your account, but they hold it live for. It used to be 30 days, and then it would send you emails almost every day. What about all your friends? What about all these photos you have? Aren't you gonna miss them? Like it.
I do.
And so it keeps trying to bring you back in. So in order to get rid of Facebook, this is how it used to be. I don't know. I haven't been on in a while. I'm better than you, but you have to stop for like 30 days, right? And then you have to not log in. Because if you log in, it reactivates, and you have to go through that whole process again.
Yeah.
It's really fucking manipulative, man.
I had somebody tell me once when I had a thing going on, like with another person, like, and he goes, it's like in a relationship. It's a crazy clock. If you have to have zero contact. You have to never not call them, text them, see them anywhere, run into them at a grocery store, whatever it is.
Public hanging.
Yes. No, you can't go to a public hanging together. 6 months of like nothing. Anytime within that you see him, it can be at 5 months, 29 days.
You backslide.
You restart the crazy clock again.
Yeah.
And now they're back in your life, and they're back in, and so you have to do that.
Nip it in.
So you're saying you have to do that with Facebook? It's the same thing. It's a crazy clock.
They built it in.
Yeah.
They built it in, and it's so you have to the rigmarole to it would.
That's a good word.
Thank you.
Rigmarole, yeah.
The amount of stuff you would have, the steps you would have to take to delete your Facebook permanently it's pretty wild, man. You can't just go on there and delete it. And I get it, I guess, especially if you've been on for so long, you have this buildup of your whole life is on there, all your photos, all your contacts, blah blah blah.
I use it as my joke writing book for I don't know why I said it that way. My joke writing book.
My joke writing book. Have you met my friend Tom Simmons? He's from out of country. My joke writing book.
Okay.
Dude. That whole thing's pretty wild. A lot of our life is like on there.
Yeah.
When I got off of there, I still run into people every now and again. So I had to make a decision. It was like, oh, how much do I care about comedy? Because it did hurt my comedy. I didn't get as many shows. It's not as easy to book me because you don't know how to fucking find me. But then I still get people who like, oh, I thought you blocked me, or I thought you died, something like that. Like, it's wild.
Yeah.
People stop reaching out to you, having you on shows and shit because you're not on social media. I hate it.
Why?
I hate the whole thing. I hate all of it. There's all the social media, fucking TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. The amount of times when I'm on Instagram and I just want to fucking delete it, and I don't know why I can't, and that bothers me. It bothers me that it's an inconvenience for me to get rid of this
television,
thing.
man. It's the way.
I like not having television sometimes too. You know.
Yeah.
I don't even watch television.
It's more than television.
I don't have cable.
Right.
Yeah. It's way more than television.
Yeah.
You don't need television.
You don't need television, exactly. Just go on YouTube and look up your favorite show.
You have a TV, Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a TV.
I have a TV in my room. I don't watch television on it.
Yeah.
I just play Xbox. Play some Forza Horizon 5.
You watch some Netflix on there through your Xbox or whatever?
Yeah, that's for like Breaking Bad and Riverdale.
You have to get rid of.
Are you watching Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I started like 2 days ago.
Why do you say that like it's something you shouldn't be watching? Like you're worried I'm going to be like, you can't watch Breaking Bad.
No,
Oh,
I'm not.
Because you said it like he was in trouble.
Yeah.
You watching Breaking Bad?
No, I'm excited. It's that opening scene, right?
Yeah, I'm on the 4th episode, and it's already like one of the best written shows that I've seen.
Yeah.
Like
it's
Netflix
really
put out
good.
some crap now. All of it is terrible.
Well, we can argue about that.
Let's argue about that.
We will. So the thing with Breaking Bad was
That
TV
first scene in the RV it makes you be like, all right, I'm watching this show.
drags you
Yeah.
in and tells you a
Yeah.
lot. But that show will teach you a lot about like criticism too, right? Because however you feel, you just said it's like one of the best written shows, right? So watch it, and then go online at some point in that series and just read how people feel about it. Same with Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
or Lost. And when the crowd turns from this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. How fucking, what a piece of shit. They ruined it. And so I just hate that shit. It's like, make something better. If you make something better, then you get to
do it.
tell me how bad it is.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. People hate you. Are you one of those people? You hate the endings?
Specifically thinking about Scrappy Doo right now. You know what I'm saying? I met a guy who's pro Scrappy Doo the other day, and I just was like, what?
I don't mind Scrappy Doo.
Come on, okay, all right.
Is this the big divide between you and I, Tom Simmons?
I think it is.
Scrappy Doo? Well, tell me what you hate about this adorable puppy who's always in some shit. Go ahead. He brings joy to your main character's life, right? Scooby obviously loves him. What is he, his nephew? You know what I mean?
Gets him in a lot of trouble, though.
Yeah, that's what happens.
He's
Sometimes
the Jar Jar Binks of Scooby-Doo.
I got a whole thing about Jar Jar. Oh, you hate Jar Jar Binks?
I hate Jar Jar.
If you hate Jar Jar, you're racist. I really feel like that's what it comes down to.
What? That's the litmus test.
That's what it comes down to.
That's the Rorschach test for racism?
It's because it's only white people who are like, oh, fucking Jar Jar Binks ruined everything. Shut the fuck up. Why don't you like it? It doesn't make any sense.
Wait, when you say only white, it's because...
It's a joke, mostly.
Okay, yeah.
I just like to... Because it's the easiest way for me to apply pressure to people.
It's funny. I did a Star Wars reference as a pitch to a punchline on Pat's show, and most of the other guys were like that's one of those things. They're like, Tom, that's black and white. Like what? Really? I just thought everybody was Star Wars.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. But yeah, I could defend Jar Jar Binks, and I think I could defend Scrappy too.
Of course you can.
Of course I can. I like arguing. You can only keep one streaming service. All the others have to go. What's the one you keep? I was thinking about this last night. You can only keep one streaming service, and that's the only thing you get to watch as far as entertainment that you get to take in. What's the one streaming service? What are the ones we got? We got Peacock, Tubi.
Start with the big ones.
Well, come on, those don't even get on the list.
All right, dude, I'm giving you options.
No, you start with the
Hulu,
okay, there's
Netflix,
one that we know.
Amazon, HBO. Which one do you keep?
I'm picking HBO.
You take HBO?
Yeah.
Why?
Right.
I like all the old movies. I like all the older movies on there.
They do have some
when you
Turner
say
classics.
you're a different age. When you say old movies, what do you
black and white.
No, really, you mean black and white, like TCM?
They got some pretty good samurai movies on there, man. Yeah.
Yeah, they do have some Turner classics around there. You know what I mean? So you go with HBO because you're somebody's uncle. He's just an old guy. He's the oldest fucking young person I've ever met in my life.
No shit.
He's like, did you see those Hep cats dancing the other day? I'm like, how the fuck do you know that?
They got some Kurosawa on there, man. I'm in.
Well, yeah, I thought you were going to say old movies. I thought you were going to be like Die Hard, and you know what I mean, like the
That's
original
old to me
Predator.
still, but
yes.
I mean, technically, I think Die Hard, if it was a car, would be an antique, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's old.
Anything like I think like my dad's truck is like a 2000, and like he can get antique plates.
Yeah, it's 20. I think it's.
Can you get antique plates for your car?
I can, yeah. But it costs more in taxes and stuff. So
initially up front or through the life of the thing?
Through the life.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But do you save money because you don't have to re-up them constantly?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works, but
I bet there's a benefit.
Yeah,
all right, let's stay on topic.
Is.
Which streaming service?
Let's go with him first. I would like to hear other options.
All right.
I'd like to hear the pitch.
So you said only form of entertainment that
It's the only thing you get to bring in as far as movies, TV, that type of media.
What if...
I'm going YouTube.
I
mean, that's not a streaming service, but...
Is it not?
I mean, you don't have to pay for it. It's free. You can just go on the internet.
Kids are smart, dude.
Yeah,
but you can get anything.
You can buy movies on there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that loophole existed. I'm with him. That's why I wanted my son to go. That's right. That kid came from me.
That's a good answer. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. All right, well,
but that didn't count as
that argument.
what he did was he
circumvented the argument.
He changed the
YouTube
question.
TV. There you go.
That's how you win.
How about
That's
that?
how you win. YouTube TV. Yeah.
This is how I win.
That's correct. He just did some lawyer shit.
And
right
how
there.
much? Where were you? Did you know where you were going to go?
No, I still don't know. I think I thought about this a little bit.
Only thing. Okay, go ahead.
I thought about this a little bit yesterday, and initially I was with HBO, and then I went with Netflix, and I don't know why. It's just it feels a little. It doesn't feel. It feels a little lighter than HBO. You know what I mean? Like HBO's got the movies and fucking like the prestige shows and all that, but for just all the time, shit that's just always coming out, and it's hit or miss. But I'm not as critical as most people.
Right.
So Netflix just does it.
And it's
for
got
me.
the comedy specials. It's got documentaries.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little fluffier than the other ones.
And you
Yeah.
said
Great
you
British
said
baking
Netflix is
show.
trash.
I said Netflix is coming out with trash.
Okay.
Which
like-
one is trash?
Like all their new shows, pretty much.
Yeah.
All their new shows, except for Stranger Things, I think are pretty much all misses.
I'm gonna disagree with you.
Which ones do you say are not a miss?
None of them. I don't watch any of them. But
The movie Mr. Gray, was that on Netflix?
I think so.
It was.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's like the Netflix originals. Those are the ones that are garbage. But like the older shows that they bring back and put on Netflix, obviously those are gonna be good.
I'll disagree because money people do money stuff, and they wouldn't make them if people weren't going to watch them. Now, it might not be for you.
Well, I'm saying Netflix stock is dropping.
Every stock is dropping.
No, it's like
Well, you know more
Netflix stock
than
is
I do.
tanking. Like it's like down. I don't even know.
Well, I'm going to
a
buy low
bunch.
because it's the only one I'm going to watch.
It's Russian tanking, right? Which means it's killing. I don't even know what countries.
Just
they're at
trying to
war
get a better draft pick.
with, right? Russian tanking is either on fire or in the Ukraine or is killing people in the Ukraine. I was gonna go if it's the only thing of entertainment. I was gonna have to go with Bally Sports. And
What
I
does that-
only
what
watch
does that
Bally
mean?
Sports for Braves games.
Watch that on YouTube.
Yeah, you watch it on YouTube. You watch all MLB.
I didn't know, but that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But because if it's only one thing, if I could only watch one thing, it would be. We literally changed our cable service because the other one didn't have the Braves games on anymore.
Yeah.
I got a thing for you, which are cable internet, and you can give a fuck if you want to. Call up and order a home phone. Do you have a home phone? Call up and order a home phone. It lowers your cable bill. It's crazy. So few people have a home phone that when you call up, they're like, oh, they give it to you, and your bill goes down. You get a credit.
Huh.
Yeah, it's the internet. No, it's it's something connectivity. That's the way I say connectivity.
I've never even thought about getting a home phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know, you would
and
never
what would you
use it.
use
Except
it for?
every year for 17 years that I've lived in my home, and I've been and my phone is just now for the first time. This is the first year I think that my phone has actually worked in my house.
Nice.
And so for all that time, I've been like, I just want to be able to talk on the phone in my. Can we please get a house phone?
Yeah.
And we just haven't.
I got one.
I guess I could have done that.
Yeah, you could have just taken the initiative.
Yeah.
On that.
Didn't even think about that.
I got one not that long ago, and immediately, like 3 weeks in, I was like, oh, I'm gonna leave my cell phone in my car, and I'll just use the home phone, and that'll be great. And then just spam calls started. My home phone started ringing. And it was like 3 days in. I was just like, yeah, I just yank the cord out. I just can't do it, man.
Oh yeah.
It's just the fucking spam.